You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Hello, babies. This is Austin Powers, and you're listening to DroidsCanada.com. Oh, it's very groovy.
I'm on that, go, man. Listen, man. I'm listening to DroidsCanada.com, man.
I'll tell you, this is Rodney. DroidsCanada.com is the only one that gives me respect. Are you kidding?
It's like, I listen to, like, DroidsCanada.com. These guys are, like, really, they're really cool.
What the hell's DroidsCanada.com?
They're really, like, really happening, you know?
I don't think so. I think they suck.
I'll tell you something, you guys. DroidsCanada.com. I'll tell you that when I listen to them fucking guys, I think they're all right. You know what I'm saying, huh? You know, if you want to get some great fucking entertainment, these are the guys you gotta listen to. DroidsCanada.com. The fucking guys are celebrating 5 years of podcast greatness.
DroidsCanada.com presents. Oh my God! It's time to fight podcast. Listener discretion is advised. Shock the system.
Hello, everybody! We are back here in the Droids Canada podcast studio. You are listening or watching It's Time to Fight Wrestling podcast without your host, Matt Lesnar Terry. Would you believe it? Chuck Beardson has filled in for Matt Lesnar yet again, which is very shocking to me because he was on the show last week. He happened to win back the Moonshine Branded Wrestling Championship at WrestleMania and conveniently could not come back the next week.
Typical Lesnar.
I mean, I'm starting to get worried here if ratings are going to stop dropping at this point because Matt Lesnar cannot commit to his own show.
But didn't Lesnar get a new contract?
Which is very weird for all of us right now. But before we get too far into the show, let's make sure we mention some things. First thing you listen to is Time to Fight podcast on DroidsCanada.com. You can find this show, award-nominated show, on Tangible Network, Stitcher Radio, Laughable, iTunes, SoundCloud, Electronic Media Collective, Podcast Addict, Google Play, Point of Interest Network, and of course, DroidsCanada.com, which I already mentioned. You can probably see it, hear it right now on Facebook
Live.
Oh my God, Facebook.com, Droids Canada, and of course, AJ's favorite part, you can find us on the Twitter at Droids Canada, and of course, the _Droids_Canada for Instagram. Boom, we're done. I did pick up the business cards.
I see that.
I did clean up the studio, so we have a lot of things to talk about, guys. Hopefully you can tune into the show. And, holy shit. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
There was a lot. Mountain Man, how much wrestling did you watch this weekend? You were whining before WrestleMania. You were pissing and moaning at NXT on the Saturday. So tell us, Mountain Man, how many hours in total have you watched in wrestling?
I lost track, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
From when I got home Friday night from work to post WrestleMania, I believe I was over 30 hours.
Jesus Harold Christ. That is a lot of fucking wrestling.
That's a lot of wrestling.
So what's that? That's NXT. That's WrestleMania. That's Ring of Honor Supercard, right?
No, I have not watched that yet.
The Evolve shows.
2 Evolve shows.
There's a PWG show in there.
PWG, couple WrestleCon
Neon
shows.
Nights. I haven't finished Neon Nights.
It's good.
I am... I don't even remember where I left off, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
But
There
I'm trying to
was
watch
a Crash show I watched. CZW. The TNA Impact. Or not TNA, but Impact. Impact versus Lucha. They had.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the one Del Rio bailed on.
Not Del Rio. What are you talking about?
Del Rio? No
shows
show.
up to all his
Whatever.
fucking shows. I don't know what you're fucking talking. I think you're just talking out of your ass.
Yeah, there was a lot. Plus the Hall of Fame, which was 5 hours. There was lots.
Okay, so we have a lot to discuss. So I put some nice soothing music on.
I don't know about that.
It's soothing.
I don't know.
It's
if that's
jazz
soothing.
music.
It's not jazz. That's Muzak.
Hold on. It's soothing to me. We got Braun Strowman on the cello again. This is Wonderwall. Whatever. If you haven't noticed yet, I have my very own Dundee currently here.
Whatever that is.
I don't watch The Office. Okay.
There's a reason you don't watch The Office, because it sucks.
Everyone watched The Office besides you.
Because I know it's a shit show.
It's just the same guy who likes Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
See? There you
Chicks
go.
were hot.
All right, so let's get into this Mountain Man. We're going to start with quick recap of the Hall of Fame. Highlights. Give me 2 highlights and 2 lowlights. 2 lowlights? Is that a real word?
Highlights, Mark Henry and Mark Henry. Actually, no, Mark Henry and the JJ. Jameson, I think.
Cutting promos.
Oh.
Jarius, yeah. Cutting promos at the
he
show.
He was freaking great.
I had a good
digs at
giggle.
the Miz?
I saw.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, this kid should be fucking wrestling right now. He's cutting better promos than half the guys that are in the ring right now.
Yeah.
Makes you ask questions that we have to ask. But
would have been better than Nicholas promo. I know I'm jumping ahead.
You are jumping ahead. Cut it out.
Sorry.
Okay, so you said Mark Henry, and it's because he brought up the salmon suit jacket.
No.
Okay. I think
Owen Hart.
I was going to go with that.
It's the only way.
I think, and it's funny, someone tweeted him, and I was reading this today. Someone says, if you are that close to Martha, why didn't you just pick up the phone and call her? Well, how do you know he didn't? How do you know that he hasn't reached out to the Hart family, or Martha Hart specifically, and said, hey, listen, we got to put Owen Hart, and it breaks my heart every year that he's not in there. Davey Boy Smith is, which is another thing we'll get to. Davey Boy Smith is not in there. There's just so many more that still have not been inducted into the Hall of Fame. But then we have time to induct random people.
Kid Rock.
Like Jeff Jarrett, I was swerved. Didn't see that coming from a mile away. Did not see that.
I did.
Because he went to rehab. Is that?
Bingo.
I figured it was going to be next year. I figured they would have given the whole year, see where things pan. Oh, what do I know? Here comes Jazz Hands.
If you knew more, you would have won the belt. Hashtag fact.
Yeah, but we got swerved a lot at WrestleMania.
We're not going to.
Listen, why are you going so far ahead? We talked about this. Don't go ahead.
I'm not.
My highlights. One is definitely going to be Mark Henry doing the call up to Owen. I mean, like I said, it is a damn fucking shame that he's still not in the Hall of Fame. Still a shame.
Probably will not be for many years.
You know what? It's time to move the fuck on. And that goes to my whole little rant last week.
I remember.
It's time for people to move on. I have to admit that JJ was also very entertaining. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed him on the stage and how much energy he had. I think a couple things that didn't really sit with me. One, that no one was there for Goldberg's speech. I know they all had
early 5 hours.
I understand that, but still, that's kind of like a matter of respect. It makes you wonder 2 things. Some of them actually legitimate reasons, because there was guys that had to work the next day at NXT. However, the main roster,
you gotta think a lot of those people have families to deal with too.
I mean, there was a shot, and it's like all these empty rows, and then you just see Sam Roberts and his hair in like one row all by himself, and he's doing the John Travolta from Pulp Fiction. Like, where the fuck did everyone go? Like, I don't know. And plus, I didn't really care for Goldberg's speech whatsoever. It was too drawn out, and it's like, it was like the whole realization, maybe I was a fucking prick. Maybe that's why, no one liked me in my first run. Well, whatever.
I didn't care for him. Fake streak.
I was kind of shocked about the Dudleys. I don't know. I get Hall of Fame speeches and all that, but they could have really condensed that.
You have two different careers to worry about. That's the problem. You have their entire run together.
Yeah.
Then you have Bubba going off doing his own thing too.
Which is slowly, which we'll get to later, being acknowledged.
Yeah.
Slowly. All right, so that's all I have for the Hall of Fame.
That's all you should.
That's it.
It was long drawn out.
It was very long drawn. Like, I didn't even watch all of it. I literally would piece. I didn't see any of Jeff Jarrett's. I got halfway through the Dudleys and go, I'm done. And then I watched all of Jarius's, and then I watched most of Goldberg's when I wasn't falling asleep. And I didn't see any of Ivory's, and I think that's just because I just kind of zoned out or something.
Didn't miss anything.
Really? She looks great for her age.
Oh, yeah. But
amazing
all it
for her age.
was a big correlation to her not getting married, and that her Hall of Fame induction was like her getting married.
Well, then.
It was a constant comparison. I did not like the speech.
Okay. I don't see the correlation, but one day I'll make sense of it one day. All right, moving on. Let's get to NXT
Takeover.
Holy shit.
Well, for you, for about 2 hours.
My God. Literally thought it was I'm going to have a stroke watching this.
I think I did have one.
I mean, the whole card short of the women's match again.
I was okay with it.
Of course you're okay with it. You and Matt are always okay with it. I just don't care for Ember Moon. I don't know why. We already talked about a finisher 100 times. I just don't care for her. Now she's on the main roster.
You're jumping ahead, sir.
I don't care. That one I don't
Oh,
want
is
to
that how it works now?
That one
Then
I don't want to let
I'm
go.
not gonna care.
No.
I'm
Okay,
not gonna
fine.
care.
Oh, no. Okay, fine. Okay. So let's go. Let's start with the ladder match.
Might as well.
The fucking MVP
I already
is
know.
not Adam Cole.
I know.
It
I
is
know.
Ricochet.
'Cause you have a hard on for him.
Did you see the beating that man took?
Yeah?
They were playing fucking toss with him at one point.
Yeah. Throw him back.
I mean, we all knew that the fillers of, was it Lars Sullivan?
Yep.
And Killian Dane, they were fillers.
They were just big guys.
It's nice to have the big guys, I guess. But damn, that was one hell of a ladder match.
Mhm.
Still don't like the look at the belt, though. Still, you don't.
I'm not a fan of it.
It's slowly growing on me, but it's not making me want
Not
to,
growing
like...
on me.
Yeah, and they keep changing the title looks all the time, so it's hard to stay on top of what you want to... Oh, excuse me.
Next you know, it's just going to be a piece of paper.
With the rock drawn on it. Anyways, rock over paper. Anyways. So...
Johnny Gargano face.
Johnny Gargano face. Some of them sideways. Oh, that one had a stroke. That one's upside down. That one's confused. Okay, so Adam Cole pulls double duty, and he gets the sneak. And he, literally, I did not have him pegged to win that match as much as I love Adam Cole. You know I have a hard on for Adam Cole. I thought they would have gave it to Ricochet. I honestly thought it was going to Ricochet only because they've kept him so protected from the show, and they only put him on live shows, and it was always against like Buddy Murphy. What's his name? Is that his name? Buddy Murphy?
Yeah.
And then suddenly they're like, oh no, we're going to interject him into a title scene. We're going to put him right into a match. No problem. Just go on ahead. And then you also had EC3.
That was my call.
You know, for the first time seeing EC3, because I never watched him on Impact.
The problem is 6-way matches are a big clusterfuck anyways.
It is. It really. I think it would have been
Triple
better if it was
threats
like
are
a one-on-one or maybe even a fatal 4-way.
They're all clusterfucks. Too
But-
many people, too many moving parts.
Amen to that. Velveteen Dream. That goddamn elbow drop he did off the top tall
Purple
ladder.
Rainmaker!
Right? You're just like, Jesus Christ, dude. What can you not do wrong?
He could have done a flip
No.
and then an elbow.
You know what? Didn't he do a rolling DVD onto one of the ladders or something like that?
Yeah. On like a little contraption that he almost killed himself on because he
I
slipped
mean,
a couple times.
He's got to learn, you know. I mean, he never ceases to amaze me. Every single time, like, I think we finally figured out the Velveteen Dream.
No.
He just gets better and better. And like, I mean, when I first saw him, I'm like, what the fuck kind of fucking promo was this? Like, who even thought this was a good idea? Who ever sat down and went, oh, you know, we
Triple
can...
H.
Triple H.
H.
You know, no, but seriously, though, think about it. Whoever would have thought, like, yeah, you know, we can totally make like a Queen and like, or sorry, Prince and Apollo Crews mixed type character.
Apollo Creed.
Creed, sorry, my bad.
I think that's
Crews.
where you're going, not Apollo Crews.
I meant
the other way. The other way. Apollo Crews got mistaken for Apollo Creed.
Consequences,
right?
Creed.
Afro and all.
Afro and all. Oh my god, that thing was huge.
Still big.
My god. Okay, what else happened on NXT?
The tag team belts. Undisputed Era.
Sneaks
Authors
it
of Pain.
again.
Done Roddy Strong.
I don't know.
What? What do you mean you don't know?
Well, if they didn't do the ending the way they did, I would have called bullshit. Honestly, I would have called bullshit. There's just no way I would have been... Yeah, Adam Cole and O'Reilly pulled this out of their ass. There was no way I was going to believe that. Turning Roderick Strong to Undisputed Era is probably one of the smartest ideas to do.
Well, with Bobby Fish hurt for 9 months.
Well,
it
they
makes
had to
sense.
replace him, right?
Gotta replace him.
But now it feels like they're going to actually put money and time into building it into a huge stable.
Yeah.
Like-
But the one thing that bugged me,
What's that?
why was Roddy beating the shit out of them if he was just going to turn and go with them anyways?
Just the last
Just doesn't
second.
make sense.
It's happened 100 times over, though. Last second, face turn just to get a pop in the crowd. Like, would you have seen Roddy turning? Honestly, because they really played him up as this great baby face, right? So
Yeah.
you honestly think you would have seen him turn?
All about his family.
It's all about the family.
All about the family.
He's got kids. No,
Thanks,
he
Heath
slattered his
Slater.
kid. No, he's dead. He died again.
Yeah, he died.
He died again
By one of those tag teams.
by one of those tag teams.
So yeah, you knew AOP wasn't going to win.
I mean, we're jumping a little bit ahead. I just don't know if they were ready for the main roster yet.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. But I don't know. I thought this weird mixed match team of Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne was going to be big. And that was a good swerve. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
What's next?
Aleister Black.
Oof. That was a good match.
Yeah.
Versus other guy.
Other guy.
But did
Dan's favorite.
Did other guy show up on SmackDown?
No.
Oh,
he did
I
not
had him
get called
pegged
up.
to show up on SmackDown.
No.
Now I haven't watched a SmackDown. I've read some of the reviews of SmackDown, and two major key focuses we'll get to later. But yeah, I'm kind of shocked by that because I figured that's why the title change happened because he was going to go to SmackDown.
No.
Which doesn't make sense. The call-ups they should have just waited on anyways.
No, they're going to have his little send-up with Drew.
Oh, I totally forgot
and
about
probably call him up SummerSlam, maybe.
Well, I guess you could do
Finish
that, right?
off now with Drew coming back.
I never thought about that. Okay. Yeah, another stellar match for Aleister Black. Finally realized his boyhood dream has come real. Anyways, shut up, Shawn
And
Michaels.
broke character. He broke.
There is no exception for breaking kayfabe, people. You do
did.
not break. You do not
did.
break kayfabe. Don't do it. Stop it.
Kayfabe's not real.
Anyway. It's real to me, damn it! Okay, what's up?
Gargano and Ciampa, which I know you did not like.
The ending was the best part.
Well, yeah. The whole
Two
match
things.
was great.
Two things. I bet you can name both of them. That hurt me the most.
Oh, well, the power bomb off the apron.
Onto the concrete.
Onto the concrete.
We must
The padding
say-
removed.
Would you
and
ever
the-
take a bump like that?
Fuck no.
Don't value.
Fuck no.
If they told me my back was pretty much done, I'm like, well,
Oh, maybe.
Mouse will go with a
The
bang.
paralyzer. And then the knee brace with the leg lock.
You
kinda
called
like-
the crutch.
I called crutch.
And
I
see,
did.
that would have been pretty.
I was thinking Gargano escape with the crutch.
Yeah.
Not like the legs grapevine with the like Boston Crab or kind of camel clutchish.
Yeah. It hurt me. It hurt me a lot to watch that. So, okay. I've also noticed that this is actually lined up. The video and audio is lined up.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's lined up?
Yeah, it's
Are you
lined
sure?
up. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Not much of a delay. Okay. So that is NXT TakeOver New Orleans.
But the question is...
Oh, there's a question.
I have a question.
There's a question.
I don't know. I haven't looked. I'll probably look
Okay.
after the show.
Okay.
But do you think Meltzer, Dave Gargano, and Ciampa 5 stars? Or above?
No.
No?
No. That was not a 5-star match. In my opinion, that was
Really?
not a 5-star match. No. No
I'm saying,
way.
I'm saying he gives it 5 or 5 1/4.
Just to be a prick.
Yep.
Okay.
I will double check at the end of the show.
All right. Let's move on to the grandest stage in all. The granddaddy of them all.
Granddaddy.
You're not allowed to say that.
No,
That's a no-no. You're not allowed to say granddaddy
Oh, yeah,
no more.
because that means old.
It makes it feel old. It's 34 years old. Come on, guys. Like, it happens. Eventually things, get old.
Uh-huh.
So, with that said, we sat down. We did not watch... Well, we did. Well, I didn't. You watched the Women's Battle Royal. No,
I watched
no.
the Men's Battle Royal.
No,
and then Matt picked me up.
And then we watched the Women's, right?
Women's here, and as we got here, I think the
205,
cruiserweights were on. Yeah.
So the Men's Battle Royal, I literally turned it on about 5 minutes before the ending. Unless
Wasn't a long match.
Oh, well, then I didn't miss much.
No.
Then. I mean, I just don't find... still, another year where I'm like, what is the point?
For a 2-hour pre-show, the 3 matches they had were about 35 minutes.
But that doesn't make sense. And it makes
Because
sense business-wise because they're promoting the fucking network. And
They
they're
need
trying to
a
get...
half hour promoting that WrestleMania is on in an hour and a
it
half.
worked because they picked up 400,000 subscribers. Something like that. I saw the numbers. I'll show you after. That they actually got a huge bump. Or is that just from the year? I don't remember. I'd have to look that up.
I'm sure it's over the year. It
But
wouldn't
still
be
a
in
pretty
one
good
day.
bump, though, if you look at it.
Sure. They just wanted to see Cena Taker.
I think we all did.
I could care
Oh,
less.
yes, I forgot. You're not a fan of John Tiberius Cena.
No, and Undertaker should fucking retire.
I think he did good for the 2 minutes.
What, the 5 minutes... Well, what, 3 minute squash?
Whatever, we got to deal with... He probably put in more time than fucking Goldberg did all last year. No.
No.
No, the first 2 matches he did.
First 2 matches were like 3 minutes total.
Yeah, I think Taker had him on that, but I don't...
And then like 5 minutes for the last one.
Right. Okay. So, 205 Live, no one cared. As much as I like Cedric Alexander, it's like, well, what are you going to do? I mean...
Well, if you want to make this like a prime show, why are you putting the final on a freaking pre-show?
Because no one cares about 205 Live. Like, they care about it now, but I mean, realistically, for the longest time, didn't care about it. It only proves Neville's point, which is really not helping anyone at this situation.
And how's he doing now?
He's at home getting paid.
No, he's not.
Oh, they're not paying him? They're just frozen?
No, he's frozen.
Ugh, that sucks.
And he can't work anywhere else.
Well...
He's going to sit at home not doing nothing. Unless he's got other ventures.
Yeah, that's not wrestling, though.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't know. That's what happens
Nice
when
going,
you decide to walk.
Pac. Nice going, Pac.
Yeah.
Nice job. Heard Alpha 1 would have took you for a night. Can't even do that now.
Nope.
Alright, so, yeah, the Women's Battle Royal, that was fucking stupid. First off, the internet is like, why does that look like a vagina and fallopian tubes? AJ, why did the trophy look like a vagina and fallopian tubes?
Because it did.
Like, don't make it blatantly obvious what you're doing, people. That's what I'm saying. Just don't make it that obvious. If you're gonna... There's nothing wrong with a Women's Battle Royal. I am not mad about a Women's Battle
Should they
Royal.
have put like a Medusa head on it with the snakes?
Oh, Jesus, that's not cool. Who won that anyways?
Naomi.
Was it Naomi?
Yeah.
That's how memorable it was.
Well, that and the fact that she's barely been on TV except for like six-man tags.
She's been like serving like a fucking punishment since last year's WrestleMania when she dropped the belt.
At home.
At home, yeah, at home. She also did who, the Bailey, was it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
That's how memorable
Tells
it
you,
was.
yeah, tells you how much we remember these things.
Yeah.
So that's the pre-show, but
Men's Battle Royal.
Oh yeah, the
Bray
men's
Wyatt.
See, that was a big pop, in my opinion, to have Bray Wyatt because he's from the Lake of Reincarnation.
He's got a condition.
He's got a condition. Delete. I don't know. I actually like this whole... Because Jeff's going to SmackDown.
We'll see. We'll find out next week.
I read some very interesting things, and I'm very confident he's going to SmackDown. Or one of them's going to SmackDown. I don't think they're going to keep the Hardys together. They're going to split them up again. I mean, I don't see them being a viable...
I think they're lining Jeff up for some kind of title run anyways.
Yeah.
Until he decided to smash up his car.
Ba-boom, ba-boom. Wow. Anyways, so moving on. What was the first match tonight? I don't even remember.
Triple threat.
Oh. It was okay.
The White Walker. Yeah.
I like the White Walker kind of thing. How do you not get sued is the follow-up question. They're gonna get, unless they worked out a deal.
Yeah.
It was very evident.
That's fine. They'll get away with it.
You think so?
Yeah, they'll get away with it.
Mm.
It's WWE. Do you really think they don't have the money to try and get away with it?
Sure.
Anyways?
I'm not even arguing that whatsoever. I'm just saying in general.
Who's gonna fight him for it?
I just wow. Somebody's gonna get sued.
Nah.
I don't know. Oh no!
Oh, your music died.
Oh no!
It's not a 4-hour playlist.
Oh god!
It's an ad.
That's a fuck. It's
no
good.
ads. There you go.
There we go. We're back. I don't know. I didn't think the match was bad. I didn't think it was good. What was the one thing we picked that was the first thing that irritated you, AJ?
I don't remember.
Finn Balor.
Oh yes, wearing the rainbow gear.
And
I didn't have a problem with the
it's
rainbow
just kind of like
gear,
really.
Well, they've been talking about him playing up, a potentially gay character, which is perfectly okay.
Sure.
Don't have a problem with it. I heard he had some inklings against it, from what I'd read.
Well, especially since they actually just confirmed the other day that he's actually dating that chick, because she was with him at the Hall of Fame, and they said, yeah, they're kind of dating.
Oh, okay.
The actual reporter, I don't know.
Okay.
I just saw it in one of the feeds, and I was like, oh, well, that kind of kiboshes if they're going to make his character gay. It's hard to do kayfabe nowadays. Not everyone is dedicated as Sandman. Will stay home, never answer his door because he's supposedly blind. I don't know. I just think they've had enough people at this point, and this is not to sound horrible, that are actively open gay people who could have played characters to their situation. I guess that sounds horrible when I say it that way, but you know what I mean. Is that they had Darren Young, great example. He's gay. They're like, they could have built a whole character story around him. They're like, no, we're not going to do that. No. Like, why?
Didn't Sonya Deville recently come out?
Yep, she did.
Shayna Baszler, I believe.
I don't know.
I thought Matt said she was.
Maybe she was. I'm not 100% sure.
Then there's some people.
But I mean, what are you
going to
do?
The flamboyant style characters.
Yeah, I guess. But what are you going to do when Dalton Castle shows up in WWE? You're not going to be able to hide that shit. He's a very flamboyant person.
And that's fine. Whether he is or not, doesn't matter.
No, it's a type of character, though. I'm like, you shouldn't be stereotyped because you're an individual who have...
Velveteen Dream. Great example.
Don't
know.
Goldust.
There you go.
How many years?
That's one of the originals, yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't know.
Gorgeous George. Adrian Adonis.
No. No.
Don't know.
No. Anyways. I don't know. I just didn't find that was really relevant.
No.
I don't. But I knew. I think I was right. I think I pegged Seth Rollins on that one.
You were the only one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine that. Took the lead quick. I actually had the lead for most of WrestleMania. It wasn't until the second to last match I fell up. Everyone lost except for Matt.
Yeah.
And then it was just not mathematically possible for anyone to catch up. Okay, what's this next match?
I don't know. I don't think this is in the right order, but the next one they've got listed is Flair, Charlotte, and Asuka.
It was right.
Okay.
They put him on early, which I disagree with. Completely disagree with.
I was okay with putting it on
I would
early.
rather have had Bliss and Jax there, opposed to Flair and Asuka.
Yeah, but you want to keep the run from the first match.
Sure, but I mean, at the same time, though, it was a higher caliber match with Flair and Asuka than it was with Jax and Bliss. It was pretty much a blowout, really. Yeah. Jax decimated her.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
Well, so what are your thoughts? Do you think Asuka should have lost?
No.
Really?
No.
Especially
considering what happened on SmackDown, because you didn't watch it.
Oh, I know what happened.
I know, because I told you.
No, I read the results.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was bound to happen. I was actually shocked it didn't happen at WrestleMania.
No. I wasn't shocked that didn't happen, but I get it, because at that point they're kind of painting themselves into a corner with her.
Yeah.
You know, with a big streak like that, when do you break it?
Well,
you know, at that point,
you
she's
just
been around
have
for
Scott
a couple
Hall
of
show up
months.
with the cattle prod and everything's fixed.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. I mean, ultimately, it was a good match. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think Asuka should have lost that one.
I think it should have been held off to, like, SummerSlam.
Yeah. Like, how to lose, like, not clean. You know what I mean?
No, you don't. Then it's tainted, you know. If it's going to be
But she still leaves strong, though. I mean, she still left strong after this,
Yeah.
but it was just kind of like, I don't know. Realistically, Charlotte Flair is a very good wrestler, so was Asuka. 2 different styles. I just felt that, no, I agree with you. It wasn't time.
I don't think so. I think it was a month or two too early.
Yeah. All right, next.
We have the Fatal 4-Way. Good old, don't forget to hinder the gender.
This was
Rusev
not a good match.
Randall Orton.
The best part of this match was Rusev coming out, and that was the end of the match for me. I like the whole intro. The Rusev Day thing is great. I don't know why it's so over. Maybe because it's so ridiculous. I don't know. I just feel that they could have done so much better. They could have... I'm not saying... Jinder winning is such an idiotic move because he had one of the worst, not the worst because that still belongs to Diesel, world title reigns ever. And they're like, oh, no. We'll make him U.S. title champion, too. It's not going to fix anything. Well, that's not true. I take that back because you know what? Miz didn't have that great of a world title reign either.
No.
And now he's having an amazing Intercontinental run. Or Dolph. Yeah.
What happens in a couple weeks?
I get that.
Enough said.
Still, I still don't see the relevance in the 50-man Royal Rumble.
No, but he's going back to Saudi Arabia. But
Saudi
still.
Arabia. Potato, huh?
Yeah.
No, I get it. He's gonna hold it. He's gonna win the title.
He'll probably drop it that week.
Sure, but I mean, I don't see the relevance of it. It feels like Bobby Roode is being shuffled lower and lower and lower again. Like, what was the point of him being called up at this point?
No.
You know, that's what he could have stayed in NXT. Like, his title reign was a year.
Then you're holding everyone else down.
Sure. But then he could have been a part of the North American title. He could have switched. He could have, I don't know.
I'm okay with it.
I just don't like the Jinder win. I don't think anyone picked Jinder at all.
No one did.
No.
We all picked, like, Orton, and I think you picked Rusev.
Next.
Rousey, Angle, Triple H, and Steph.
Probably the MVP of the night, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because we have grown up, AJ, to have a certain expectation of celebrity-style matches. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like, we talk about Dennis Rodman.
I don't
we
know
talk
if I'd
about
say MVP of the night, but
well,
I'd give it to Charlotte and Asuka.
But I think when you grow up with watching Rodman and Leno and all these stupid little, like, Mr. T and all these different things that happen. Lawrence Taylor. Oh my God, that went on
Bam
last.
Bam.
That went on last, people.
WrestleMania 11.
It went on last. Everyone's like,
event.
why did this go on last? Even Bam Bam going out.
Why
is this going on last?
Carl Malone.
What
Dennis Rodman.
That's what I was saying. And then Jay Leno.
Oh wait, don't forget David Arquette.
Wrestling's not fake.
I'm gonna probably watch.
I have to download that movie. It's been a while. I didn't realize that it lost $20 million.
Oh, I wouldn't surprise me. It was rough.
No, sorry, maybe it was less than that. But it was like
it's
no,
still
it's 12
entertaining.
million. Yeah, well, it's entertaining. But King Me, no.
Crown me.
Shit, and I totally lost my you asshole. Lost my train of thought. Hope you're happy with yourself.
Good.
No, what was I talking about? Oh, Ronda
Celebrity
Rousey
matches.
I mean, here's the thing. Even in MMA, watching Rousey come up in MMA, what is she fucking known for? A goddamn fucking armbar.
Taking a good kick in the face.
Mm-hmm. She rolled a natural one on dodge. But no, but the point is that she annoyed me to a degree in MMA because it was always the same thing. Start the fight, get him on the ground, armbar, it's over.
And don't forget when she was in movies, it was just throw an armbar.
Right? Well, no, she did beat up the one girl from Port Colborne pretty rough the one time. She didn't even give her an armbar. She just punched her.
It was the judo flip into the punches.
Judo flip and it's turned into like the Ric Flair side punches or whatever. Whatever, that's cool. I'm not mad.
She gave her the noogie.
But you're watching this match, and you see her come out, and she looks fantastic. I'm like, okay, here we go. Stephanie looks great. Triple H looks great.
You were all happy to see her in a
Kurt Angle, and it's like, Kurt, he doesn't look that great. And you even said, he looks like he's limping.
Yeah.
Still not 100%.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He's old.
Well, I get that, but I would hate for his last match to be something. Like, he can't move his neck.
Yeah.
Because it's been broken so many goddamn
No neck
times.
McGurk.
No neck McGurk. It's so huge now. I didn't realize it, eh?
That's why he doesn't have a neck. It's all muscles.
Is that really?
I don't know.
He's not Brock Lesnar.
It's like all delts and traps.
Well, there was like Brock Lesnar when he did that shooting star press, and that's the only reason why he's not dead is because his traps are so strong.
Yeah.
But anyways, we watching this match. Kurt's taking the blunt of the beating for the most part. Here's the big thing I really liked about this match. One, I didn't think Ronda Rousey was going to be any good. I figured we would have saw like a judo toss. We would have saw obviously an armbar. But you popped for the rollover.
Oh, the rollover pickup of Triple H?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, damn, he's going to die. What the crap? How come nobody told me? Well, I don't know. I posted it.
Yeah, we
posted it. It's on my main show. It's on everywhere. Apparently, if you don't want to watch, it's your own business. Media. Good to see the Peanut Gallery finally showed up. I was wondering where she was.
Yeah.
Probably out road raging and shit.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
what?
That would be my guess, road rage.
Probably. I mean, what else would be new? All right, let's move along because we're going to need to take a break soon. Let's get about halfway through WrestleMania first.
Then we got triple threat tag match. Bludgeon Brothers, Usos, New Day.
New Day sucks. I am done with the New Day.
I've been done with the New Day for years.
You know what? They should just move, and this is just my opinion, they should just move to just a backstage role. Maybe interviewer or something. They have that moment that they're funny and it's entertaining to watch. It doesn't, like when I see Kofi Kingston, he's not how he used to be in my opinion. He just seems he's just not really into it anymore. Big E, okay, guy's fucking bulldozer. I mean, that never changed.
He's got to stop spearing people through the ropes.
He really needs to stop.
He really needs to stop
Him and
that.
Sasha really need to stop doing that.
They're going to kill themselves. What's she going on about now?
Oh, she says she deactivated her Facebook. No one really cares.
No.
But, and then Apollo Creed. When's the last time that... Not Apollo. Consequences Creed. I just like calling him Consequences Creed. Like, when's the last time he's actually wrestled? It's been a while.
Oh, he wrestles every once in a while in a tag match.
Because they always do like the Freebird
rule.
Yeah. Freebird rule. Whatever. But I was very happy. I think I was one of the only people that... No, me and Ann both picked the Bludgeon Brothers. Did you pick
I did.
Did you really?
Yep.
I couldn't remember.
Yep.
See?
Most of us did.
We were very happy that the Bludgeon Brothers won. I think it's about time. I think Harper...
they've been having a huge push. And mind you, it was a quick match. Like 6 minutes.
It wasn't even that long at all.
Just shy of 6.
Yeah.
5:50.
Wow. I mean, I think that's what really bothered me is the fact that the Usos have pretty much faced everyone at this point. This Uso penitentiary bullshit, I don't understand it. The one day-ish thing, I don't understand either. They're good performers. It's just we need to have like a monster heel tag team right now.
Yeah, they went to Raw.
Yeah. Who?
AOP.
Well, yeah, but I mean, for SmackDown, and I think having the Bludgeon Brothers is a good substitute for now until the shakeup. Who knows what's going to happen? We might wake up tomorrow, War Machine might be on fucking SmackDown just
War
because.
Raiders.
They call War Raiders? Is that what they call? Fuck off. Seriously?
That's what I heard.
Oh, fuck,
pretty
that's
sure.
so stupid. You don't get to win this one. Oh, she already logged off. Okay.
Wow.
That was quick.
That was fast.
Well, I'm not
Scared her
mad.
off that
I'm
quick.
not mad. So, okay, what's next?
Jax. Oh, no, sorry. Yes, the unannounced match.
What the was that?
I don't know. Sounded like someone knocking.
Where?
Christina? I don't know. It sounded like a knock. I don't know.
Anyways, they're knocking through the windows.
Check your phone. Is there a message?
No.
Someone here?
No.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Like, it sounded like it was in here.
Or the wall.
Hello.
Hello. Is your window open?
Dude, no one can knock on my window. We're 2.5 stories up.
I don't know. Maybe they're banging on it with a hammer.
I don't know. Anyways.
Like the Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, well. Who cares? That was creepy.
Weird.
Anyways, I'm done with the jazz music anyway, so it kind of works out. We're going to take a quick break momentarily. So finish this up. What were we again?
Taker Cena.
Now, there was a whole build-up to this because Cena was drinking all afternoon.
Yeah, apparently.
Every time we saw him, it was like...
Well, no, because he ended up booting to the back after Charlotte Asuka.
Which is now... It's funny because they were talking about how this is going to be the new meme train photo of him running to the back.
Undertaker's here, and then, of course, there was the whole bit with him and Elias, and he beats crap out of Elias.
Well, Elias needed to have a moment. I just think they could have did something different or better for Elias in terms of his moment. I just think...
With Double J. Because ain't he great?
Well, the rumor was that they were going to go with fucking Rock. Mm-hmm. And then Rock obviously couldn't do it because he has too many commitments, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I'm sure he could have pulled it off.
I'm sure he could have pulled it off, but it just didn't, time just didn't happen. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. Could have went total Jeff Jarrett. And they actually are doing a segment on Table for 3 with him, with Jeff Jarrett, Elias, and Road Dogg. Guess what song they sing?
I don't care because they couldn't sing it at the Hall of Fame either.
They're going to be singing it again,
No,
AJ, for Table 3.
I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I'll watch the Hardy Finn Balor one.
Oh, did you hear that before I forget, that the new Hardy's DVD box set comes out and it has TNA footage?
Meh.
I was actually shocked about that. Reconciles
probably so they can get like final deletion and stuff in there.
So finally, Cena beats up Elias. The 5 moves of doom, as you would say. Match is over. Cena slowly walking up the thing, and then Taker shows up. And first thing, instantly, he looks great.
Yeah.
He's walking with no problems. He actually looked like the Undertaker. You know, the last time
really old.
Just really. Well, it didn't even look that bad though.
Yeah, he was old.
He looked worse when he fought Roman Reigns.
Agreed.
So he slimmed down to get the gut off. Thank God. And he held a solid match. But Cena...
over here.
What's that?
I said I'm dying over here.
John Cena is what sold that match more than anything.
Only because when The Undertaker sat up...
That choke slam, Jesus Christ, I thought Cena was jumping to the rafters.
I thought he was going to hang on like the thing over the fucking ring.
That was the best. Did I send you that meme? I don't remember.
Probably not.
Of him falling over when he sits up. That was hilarious.
It was.
Like you could hear the squeaking of the tires.
like Fred Flintstone trying to put on the brakes.
Yep. Oh shit. That choke slam was fucking amazing. I don't remember the last time Taker got someone up that high.
Yeah.
It was like a good 7 feet.
Like his ass was pretty much over his head.
Jesus Christ. Obviously, I think it was clocked in at 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Quick match.
Yeah.
But now the question is this it for the dead man?
Hope so.
But I don't understand the exploding of his original ring gear. It's like, boom.
Because it teleported on him.
Lightning power. Yeah. Something.
I just want him to retire for good.
Side.
Just retire. Retire, Mark, please.
Retire? I don't think he can retire.
Sure he can.
No. There's just some people that just can't retire. Their life literally falls apart. Like, look at Steve Austin. He retired, sure. And then what did he do? He started running a fucking TV show. He's got his IPA. He's always fucking doing something.
Yeah.
They're always fucking, like, Rock.
All he needs to do is a podcast. That's it.
Who?
Stone Cold. That's it.
They're not even that good.
Some of them are great.
Some of them are really good, and some are really bad.
Yeah, welcome to most podcasts. Look at ours.
What? Ours are always good. Shut up. Whenever my voice is heard, it's amazing. So with that said, because AJ's an asshole, we're gonna have to take a quick break. So
I'm a dick.
We'll be right back.
What? A break in the middle of the podcast? Well, it does kind of happen once in a while. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stick around.
Hello, my name is Arnold Braunschweiger, and I've been asked to tell you about this fantastic new recording from the guys at AM Audio Media. It's called Doctor Who Dark Journey Series 2. Did you know that I was in the running to be the next Doctor Who, but I couldn't fit through the door at the TARDIS? It may be bigger on the inside, but I'm bigger on the outside. Timey-wimey, timey-wimpy. Rose, Nikki, get to the TARDIS. You call yourself the Silence. You'll sing like a fireboy when I finish with you. Get the hell out of my time stream. I've succeeded at all my careers, all my goals, all of them. I'm a 3-time world champion. You need an upgrade, Cyberman.
Exterminate!
Haha, exterminate. You're exterminated, motherfucker. What you left in that room? My son is screwdriver, because I'm gonna ram it up your... You're exterminated, motherfucker. Go to Warp 5, faces unstunned, place the shit. What do you mean this is not Doctor Who? I saw it on television. Doctor Who, Dark Journey Series 2. After you listen to episode 1, I guarantee you'll be back.
Well, I know what you're thinking. Why did this happen? Well, it's a droidscanada.com. Find us on Podbean, Twitcher, Point of Interest, Laughable, blah, 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 long, drawn-out kinda story.
Your podcast sucks, and there's no coffee.
Hello.
What have you brought me today? Tell me.
It's decaf. Yum.
It's promo time. Live from Droids Canada Podcast, I give you the agitated.
Yes! It's okay. It's the Mountain Man. He's from the show. Oh, come on. Find our award-nominated podcast, videos, and more at droidscanada.com.
That's right. We're back. And we should be doing something constructive, like continuing this podcast. So here we go. Weird cock.
What?
What the fuck did you just show me?
You rearranged the books for the World Book Encyclopedia, and it says
says
weird
World
cock.
Well played. Can you send that picture to me, actually?
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna send it to someone else later. Anyways, you're back for the second half of It's Time to Fight Wrestling podcast without your host, Matt Lesnar Terry. He has gone back to, was it Alberta or where? Saskatchewan to destroy some antelopes or whatever he does out there with his bare hands, while Paul Heyman sits in the background and pops him because he can't talk worth shit. Was that too far?
Perhaps.
And I also have to mention, this podcast is brought to you by Magnificent Championship Wrestling.
What? By who?
Magnificent Championship Wrestling. Wrestling.
Okay.
Buddy Nick, he hasn't joined on the show this week. Normally Matt's not here this week, so
that's probably why.
Makes me wonder. For someone who complains about talking on his own show, he sure doesn't join much. Shots fired. Rio Rancho fired a shot.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, hold on. I thought she logged off.
I thought she did too, but apparently we're being graced with her presence. I use the word grace very loosely.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're going to finish off the second half of WrestleMania, and then we're going to... There's really sticking points of Raw and SmackDown this week. Be honest with you, we're just waiting for SmackDown to go up. I mean, not SmackDown, NXT.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Gives a fuck what 205. All right, next match.
Daniel Bryan, Shane versus Owens and Zayn. Shocked, not shocked.
I think I picked Owens and Zayn to go over.
I think pretty much everyone did.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think there was one.
They needed the win.
Yeah, you figured.
But Shane O'Mac probably fucking said, oh, I'm the fucking...
And then the fact that, I get the other,
know.
Daniel Bryan, winning his first match back. I get it.
Yeah, well, the problem is that I didn't care for the match whatsoever.
I didn't either.
The whole fact that, not even a minute in, Daniel Bryan's down, bring the stretcher. And you're like, oh, shades of WrestleMania 30, guys. Well, no, actually, WrestleMania 30 took a legit sick-ass bump. RKO into a Batista bomb, or Batista bomb into an RKO. You can't even argue that, really, at this point. So, I get that, but I don't get the fact that Daniel Bryan's first legitimate match back from retirement, and he's down after a minute. Like, he can't take a fucking punch no more?
Nope.
Fucking pussy. Like seriously, I'm like...
Let's see you take those moves, see how you feel.
I wouldn't be down on the first shot, maybe the second. Like, come on, I'm not a legitimate wrestler, so I expect to take at least one shot and go, what the fuck? Then get knocked out.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, the match was okay. It's just... I don't know. I still think Owens should win over.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
It's funny because then, of course, they're fired. So they have to try and find jobs. Which we'll kind of touch on in the whole Raw recap.
Sure.
But the funny part is, yet during SmackDown last night, they're advertising Sammy, Kevin, AJ, and Shinsuke in 4-ways in Ottawa.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then there was a Fatal 5-way one too. I saw them.
Good job, boy. Good job, WWE. Keep that kayfabe alive.
So apparently they're getting rehired somewhere.
Just like how everyone already knew that Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns were having a run because they were being announced at live events as main eventing.
Yeah. Gotta sell them tickets.
Just say they're going to be there.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You're just going to say John Cena's showing up. Don't say John Cena's fucking wrestling Roman Reigns. Just say John Cena's going to be there. That's all you got to fucking do. It's really weird because when we work NXT here, we find out the card literally last second.
Yeah.
And I had to reorganize the posters 3 times.
Yeah. Because
it's subject to change. That's fine. It's just the fact is anyways, continue. It's a rant.
And rant. So, yeah. Disappointed. But we'll figure it out. Jax defeating Bliss.
Next.
Squash.
It was a squash.
It wasn't exactly a squash. It was like a 10-minute match.
Still, the point is...
she dominated.
She was fucking obliterated her. It was sure, but I mean, I just don't think it should have went on when it did.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I'm going to stand by it. It should have been Charlotte and Asuka at that slot, not Jax and Bliss. I just felt like the match is... To have that whole, I fought back from fat shaming. Here I am, guys. I fought the evil little 5-foot fury that's really gorgeous. I'm not saying Nia Jax is not gorgeous because I think she's fucking smoking hot for a woman her size. Oh my god. But
she would destroy you.
I know. She'd give me the aborter. But
she'd give you the bionic seahorse.
Fuck. I would take it gladly. I wouldn't be no, but the point I'm trying to say is that I felt like that Charlotte and Asuka, since it was such a build-up match, a championship match versus Streak, it's like, imagine putting fucking Taker and Michaels on for Streak versus Retirement as match 2.
Okay.
No!
Yeah, why not?
That was one of their best matches of all time.
Match.
Nah, fuck off. I don't think that's going to work. Anyways.
AJ Shinsuke.
This was a disappointment match to me.
I agree.
I have not seen the Wrestle Kingdom match. I know you said you've watched it a few times over the weeks to prepare yourself. And what did I say to you? I said, it's going to be amazing unless it has a WWE tone to it.
And it did.
It was disgustingly bad to that tone. Didn't even let them go.
No.
What was the point of having a dream match and being like, hey guys, take it easy?
Yeah.
It's the biggest pay-per-view of the year, but careful.
I think they blew an opportunity.
Yeah? I mean, now Shinsuke's turned heel, which is fine.
I think way too early.
Oh, yeah. The whole do it so they can build up a run all the way to SummerSlam, whatever they're thinking about doing. It bothered me. It really, really bothered me. I was checked out in that match. I was on my phone for the majority of that match because I just did not give a shit.
Yeah, watch the wrestling match. You will be happy.
I watched the Lesnar Reigns match more than that match. Only because I was just trying to understand what was happening.
Yeah.
Next.
Braun and partner to be announced.
Okay, maybe this could have been the MVP
Bar.
right here. So Braun Strowman, everyone's been talking about. Who is it? Is it a legend? It's probably a legend. Which legend? It was going to be Rey Mysterio. It's not Rey Mysterio. Maybe John Cena. Not John Cena.
Maybe Big Cass. Maybe Samoa Joe.
Maybe Samoa Joe.
Big
Everyone's
Show,
like, who?
Kane.
Who? Like everyone's.
Oh, don't do that.
Who?
No.
Who?
No.
Don't.
No. I'm going to punch you.
Punch me. Okay. Who? I'm just gonna move my Dundee award.
Yeah, you do that. Go ahead.
Nope, I'm good at this point. I'm good. I think I've made my point.
Yeah?
It's been made.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Nope. I'm good.
You're good?
Threatening the host with violence is never good.
I'm okay with that.
Well, of course you are. You sick fuck. Anyways, I told you last train.
So he jumps into the crowd.
And then
and he's like, I'm going to pick one of you.
I'm going to pick this kid that happens to be the referee's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming. That's literally, at the end, hilarious. I think that kid was more terrified being on that ring apron than any other kid I've ever seen in my life. Like, he literally looked like he shit himself.
Probably did.
Well, yeah.
Especially when Braun tagged him in.
Like, it was fun in the fact that we got, I'll punch him, there's no repercussion for foreigner. Oh, shit. You guys can figure out your problems. I don't want to be in the middle of it.
No, she said she's going to punch you.
No, she's going to punch you. I think she means you.
No, I think
Not
she means
you. You.
Why?
She's trying
Why
to
would
get
she
me.
be punching me?
I don't know. I don't know. She's weird. Anyways.
Well, duh.
Point is that, I mean, overall, was the match good? Not really. It was more like one of those, what if? You know, imagine being that kid.
And that's exactly it. That's what I think.
Cater to the kid, yeah.
Yeah, cater to the kids. Because Vince will be, well, if you go to a WWE show, maybe you could get picked. You know, get the kids involved.
Sure. I don't know. I didn't think that. Overall, Braun Strowman killed them. Both.
Yeah.
And obviously got the pin. I would have been better if Nicholas got the pin, though.
I agree.
I think that would have been just
you know what I would have liked to have
over.
seen?
What?
Is like a rocket launcher.
No.
With the kid. Or at least pick
There's
him
too
up
much of
and
liability
drop him.
there.
Whatever. Kid can take a bump.
Next.
There's only one thing left.
Is it really already at the end?
Yeah. Lesnar reigns.
So, we're watching this match. Now, Dana White, the WWE, Brock Lesnar, have all said...
He wasn't there for...
He's going to the UFC. Like, they all say he's going to the UFC. It's going to happen. And everyone's like... I'm a Lesnar fan in the sense that when he's motivated, he's fun to watch. The problem with that...
I disagree. But...
The problem with that, he's never motivated. He did have that Fatal 4-Way match, which was good.
That was probably one of his better matches in like 2 years.
And his whole run with Samoa Joe was actually pretty strong. But what I'm tired of, and this is what it's being called as, the Roman Reigns experiment.
Yeah, half a decade in the making.
It's time to go. It's time to move on. And which is funny because it's mentioned on Monday Night Raw, the Roman Reigns experiment. So I just felt like, okay, we're watching this match. This is just a title change. Get it done and over with. Instead, what we saw was probably the biggest beatdown Roman Reigns has ever gotten.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost... It reminded me of shades of when he fought John Cena when he came back and where Suplex City was born. I think he gave John like 16 suplexes.
Oh, I remember that one, yeah.
Something really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And you're watching this match going, well, you know, Roman Reigns will land his 7,000 Superman punches and we'll be on our way.
We
no,
took bets.
I don't even think... He landed one? I don't even know.
No, there was like 5.
Oh, we never finished that tallying.
I think it was like 5 Superman punches and like 8 suplexes. No, 11 suplexes.
Like, what was, at the end of the day, what was the real purpose of this match?
Roman could take beating.
So,
try and gain
Brock
sympathy
Lesnar
for
hits him with 5 F5s plus 1 on the so 6 plus 1 with the table. Busts him open.
Hard way. Elbows.
Ugh.
Slicing elbows.
I think they went a little bit too far.
Yeah, well.
Oh man, he's a bleeder. No,
can't control it. He cut him right on the hairline.
Like Jesus Christ, that fucking made Ric Flair blush from back in his heyday. Like,
yeah, well,
God.
look at Orton. The gas Orton got. That was brutal.
Oh. So, I'm watching this match, and they get the pinfall. It's funny because everyone in the apartment was like...
The crowd popped.
The crowd popped because they couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like, Brock Lesnar's going to stay on, which makes sense now because they're going to keep him to the greatest Royal Rumble of all... Which no one gives a shit about.
Yeah.
Like... At the end of the day, it's an experiment. It's not a real pay-per-view.
The question is, like, he's got a new contract.
Sure.
He's got an extension.
Sure.
Now the question is it short-term?
Short-term.
Limited appearances?
Probably.
Or is it a long-term deal that allows him to go to UFC? No one knows.
I don't know. From what I read in the articles over the last 24 hours, I keep seeing short-term, but you know how reliable that is. And what Meltzer hasn't really weighed in yet either, so... I mean, it's kind of one of those situations where damned if you do or damned if you don't. I mean, the problem with Brock Lesnar is that he may be a good champion in the sense of that, you know, he has to be that mountain that people have to topple. But you see that mountain every 4 months, and that really affects your roster when they have nothing to go for.
When your best belt is the IC belt because it's actually defended regularly.
Well, the IC belt is being defended by someone who truly believes in the belt. Lesnar doesn't hide the fact he's not there for the wrestling. He's there for the fucking money. That's all he's there for. Believe it or not, he did not make as much. He didn't make that much money this year. Someone beat him from the top spot.
Oh, he made a ton anyways because he had a bunch of additional appearances up until Mania.
Sure. But he got beat up for the top spot. I just don't remember who beat him for the top spot. It wasn't. Maybe it was John Cena. I don't remember.
No, I wouldn't doubt it.
So WrestleMania as a whole, I did say this, and I kind of regret saying it. I said it was one of the worst WrestleManias I watched. In retrospect, it's one of those middle WrestleManias that you're like, I've seen it. That's what it was. I probably would go back and watch the Rousey match.
It was above average.
It was above average.
It wasn't good. It wasn't great. It wasn't meh. There were some good points to it.
I expected better entrances, though. I felt like the entrances relaxed this year.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Triple H, okay, whatever. And Charlotte had a sick one.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
They had all that VR stuff, you know, like the weird graphics.
That was stupid.
They
I hope they don't do that next year.
That was by probably that 19-year-old Smackdown intern that puts the words on the screen.
Get these hands.
Like, come on.
I was like, come on. But, you know, whatever.
It's like, you know, using Windows Movie Maker or some shit.
What's wrong with Windows Movie Maker, AJ? What's wrong with it?
It sucks.
I know. I'm just lazy and I use it. So, I'm honest, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just, I don't know. Overall, I just think it was that great of WrestleMania. So, before we get started, Raw and Smackdown pulled their highest ratings yet this year.
Yeah, that's usual.
By a lot.
Yeah, it's always big after
It's always big, but not as big as this year. But so Raw had a fantastic, long, and boring 3 hours. I started off positive. It was a shit sandwich.
But you don't like bread?
No, I do not.
Carbs are bad.
Trying to remember off the top of my head what happened on Raw. Well, Rousey beat the shit out of... I forgot to mention that part. My favorite part in that Rousey match. The part when Triple H stopped the count on Rousey, and she looked down at him like, oh, you want to end the count? That's fine. I'm going to go back and continue beating up your wife.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, damn.
I was like, oh, shit.
She's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
What happened on Raw? A couple funny things were funny.
Well, you had the Roman promo. And Joe coming out and basically saying, I'm going to put you to sleep.
But the best part is that Roman, he made the best point of it. He goes, listen, you've had your chance. The Roman experiment is not working. I've been the closest to beat Brock Lesnar. I think it's time for Joe.
So is Braun, technically.
But I think it's time for Joe. I think it's time for Joe to move up. Give Lesnar give him the rub. Maybe he goes to fucking heel, whatever. But it's got to change. The title picture has to change. It's just straight up not working. And it doesn't work, then Joe, like, I'm pretty sure that if they don't change it soon, Strowman's going to have to go to SmackDown just so he has something to do, because he's pressed up against that glass. He won the tag titles with a 10-year-old child because there was nothing. Well, they kept him in a what was it called? Holding pattern.
Yeah.
Because just in case things fell apart with Roman Reigns and that fucking guy that says, oh, I have evidence.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what really fucking bothers me is that Roman Reigns keeps getting title shot, that, and Samoa Joe even brought it up. You keep getting it. You keep not being able to pull the trigger, so this is starting to piss a lot of people off.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I think that promo was nice. The crowd popped for Joe heavy yet again. The guy can't be a heel if he wants to.
Oh, he's total heel.
Yeah, but he can't because the crowd, he can, but I mean, that crowd just eats him up every time he goes out, which is fantastic.
Because he beats the shit out of people.
And then Braun and the 10-year-old child Nicholas, which the promo was funny, by the way. Where's your tag team partner? He's right here. He's hidden behind Strowman because he's so huge.
He's got a scheduling conflict.
He made it sound like Brock Lesnar, just he's got a bad schedule, so we're going to have to give up the titles.
He's got to be in the 4th grade.
But when he gets up in age, we're coming back for the title.
He's going to get these hands.
Oh, man, that was a great pop. I enjoyed that pop a lot.
It would have been funny if he was they're garbage.
You had another, what was it?
There was a little woken mat and running into with
well, they did
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Seth and Finn.
Yep.
And then, Bray Wyatt's Brother Nero.
Well, they had a tag match tonight, too.
Yeah. Well, that was later, but there was the backstage
So, yeah,
segment.
Jeff Hardy's back on Raw.
Yeah.
Which, probably not for much longer, but...
Ember Moon debuted as Nia Jax's tag partner.
So, Nia had a nice night off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't work, really.
No, she got a little bit of hot tag to Ember Moon. Ember Moon took the rest. Eclipse, good night.
Yep.
And then there's the Adam Rose reboot as No Way Jose.
Pass. That was a fast forward segment.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm surprised.
No Way Jose can fucking
idiot. Then there was the Elias segment.
That was alright.
Interrupted by Bobby Lashley. I got 2 words.
Brock Lesnar 2.0 makes his way to the ring.
I have 2 words.
What?
Don't care.
Never been a huge fan of Bobby Lashley.
Don't like Lesnar. Like Lashley even less.
Next.
Wait, hold on. The funny part is, Goldberg made mention of, people stealing his spear.
Yeah.
What does Lashley do?
Steal spear. Oh, what else is new?
Author of Pain debut versus Slater and Rhino.
Oh, obviously destroy them, but what was the whole thing? Now they're just ditching...
They're ditching Ellering. They basically said, we got this. Because he doesn't want to do the road schedule.
Oh.
Which is understandable. He's
It's
not
a big
no
road
spring
schedule.
chicken. Yeah. So they're doing it on their own.
Can you really blame him at this point, though?
No. I think it was bound they were going to come up pretty quick.
Yeah.
They got to make room for War Machine and NXT.
Sure.
Or, sorry, the War Raiders.
Sure.
If that's what they're going by. Can't have 2 big teams in NXT.
No.
They already have Heavy Machinery as well. So it's just getting too big. But absolute best part of Raw.
Paige retires?
Oh, yeah, that happened too. But that changes anyways the next night. No, the sick burn of the year with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
And the best part is they ran with it.
They did. And they're like, we need a job. Well, I hear TNA's hiring. I was like, oh, jeez.
Shots fired. Kurt Angle doesn't give a flying fuck.
And their match goes to a no contest. So neither get a job.
That sucks. And they didn't show up in SmackDown either.
Not that I recall.
No. Because I was just reading the thing. And then it was the end of the night. Was it
That was the finale.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the final match.
I mean, overall, was it a good Raw after WrestleMania?
Expected call-ups.
you got
No Way
call-ups.
Jose,
You
I
knew-
didn't.
we already
AOP, Ember Moon.
Yeah, we had her pegged to go up.
Lashley's return. Yeah, I pegged. Most of those were probably going to go off.
Sure.
No Way Jose. Really, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got his little dance troupe, so it's like Adam Rose and the Rosebuds now. And his little conga line. He squashed the guy in like a minute and a half.
SmackDown. Speaking of Paige's retirement, she gets a job the next night.
Yep. New GM.
I would have took Jeff Jarrett. I really would have took Jeff Jarrett. I've never cared for Paige. Never.
I wasn't a huge Paige fan, but she technically is under contract till at least next year.
Well, that makes sense.
So-
Kind of like the same situation they had with Daniel Bryan.
Exactly.
So Daniel
But
Bryan,
with a longer time
and then
frame.
we get a dream match.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I haven't even watched it, but a lot of people said it was really good. I don't know. I've never watched it yet.
It was all right.
It was all right. I mean, and then of course, before we wrap up for the night, Carmella has finally decided to use that fucking Money in the Bank match.
Well, at that point, yeah, later.
Charlotte gets
early in
fucking
the
laid
show,
out by who?
Charlotte is in the ring and she's doing a promo. The iconic duo from NXT come out. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. They literally beat the bark off her. Leave her on the ground, and all of a sudden you see Carmella come into the ring, and she's just screaming. She's like, "Here's the briefcase," and I just can't stand the scream. I really can't.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's a screech, and it just drove me nuts. I literally had to mute it, and I'm like, "Okay, here we go." So finally, Charlotte gets up. She takes one boot in the face. She gets the pin. So I'm like, you break the streak. Next night, you drop it to a stupid, like, wannabe cheerleader or something. I don't know. Jersey girl. I don't know what her gimmick is anymore.
Anyway. So now Carmella is the women's champion. Everyone's like, that's Sean. So that's it for this week, guys. I apologize that Matt Lesnar could not be on the show yet again.
Happens.
Thank you to Chuck Beardson for being able to fill in on such short notice. Literally told him an hour, maybe two before.
Yeah, about that. I didn't find out until like 6:30.
Because, he doesn't look at his phone. Or he's
My phone's locked up at work.
Working.
Yeah.
But make sure you follow us on the internet, on the Twitter, at Droids Canada. Time to Fight Pod. Am I right? It's Time to Fight Pod?
Time to Fight Pod.
Time to Fight Pod. Make sure you also follow us on Magnificent Championship Wrestling. And, of course, this Sunday, April 15th. Sorry, my bad. It's right there in my face.
It is.
We will be at Alpha One. Show me what you got. Pay-per-view. Well, live show.
It will be on
Powerbomb TV. We get to see one of our favorite wrestlers,
Ben Affleck?
Alex Daniels, a.k.a. Ben Affleck's long-lost brother to the left.
Uh-huh.
Like, seriously, this guy looks way too much like Ben Affleck. It's weird. He will go for the Zero Gravity Championship battle against Kurt Stallion.
Is
he the champion?
Yes, he is.
I didn't know.
Yes.
Well, I didn't make the show in Oshawa, so I don't know everything.
Yeah.
And Matt is supposed to be here to pop the company he works for. I'm doing the work.
Yep.
Expecting the quarter in the bank account. Okay, and that's everything we got this week. Thanks for yet again. Oh, shit, I have nothing queued up. Mountain Man, stall.
Okay.
Tell them a story.
There was a horse and it fell in the mud. End of story. That way I told someone a dirty story.
Oh, my God.
That was the tribute to Dan's dad jokes.
Oh, my God. That is so bad, man. Like,
Isn't it?
Take it back.
No.
Take it back.
No.
Oh, my God.
Wait, what? I'm trying to remember.
Okay, we're going now.
What? We're going now? Isn't it what? Get out of the ring and stop touching my shit?
Stop taking my shit.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.